Otherwise, as long as you have a handheld otoscope, I can see only a very small part of the room, but how many of you actually have an otoscope in your clinic? Can you raise your hands, please? Can I see? Okay, I see a few hands. Thank you. Okay, good. How many actually use it? Or is it there just for display? Okay, very good. Because sometimes you have the habit of buying the best but don't actually use it. So make sure you use it. Obviously, the otoscope comes with cones, different sizes. The basic ones are the 3, the 5, and the 7 millimeter. Cotton swabs for getting samples, and then obviously clean glass slides. So this is your basic otoscope. You can actually get, I think, in Bambang, you can still buy an otoscope like this one, battery operated by pen light, has a small cone. The problem will be the length of the cone. This was designed for a human, and we know that the length of the ear canal of dogs is actually around twice of that. So you need, if you can, get an actual otoscope cone. So it's composed of the light source, the connector, and then the battery. The batteries can either be replaceable or chargeable to the wall. I mentioned getting a video otoscope. Actually, ours is very, very old. It comes into the only new thing here is the screen or the TV set. It used to be the old vacuum tube type of TV. Thankfully, we're able to replace it with a flat screen. So it's very useful when you do your exams in the room. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're able to show the owner how bad the ear is, the chances of them agreeing to whatever you say skyrockets, rather than you just describing it. Okay? So there are on Amazon, you can look for, I think it's called Firefly. It's a handheld wireless. There's a wired and a wireless otoscope for human and veterinary use. It comes with its own proprietary program, and I think it's in the range of $300. You can take a look at it. I've never used it. It might be something you want to try. So, going back to the anatomy, you look at the pinna or the outer flap. You look for primary and secondary lesions. Primary are the comedones, erythema or redness, papules, pustules, and ulcers. Secondary lesions are the crusting, excoriation, pigmentation, lichenification, scaling. Then, if warranted, perform cytology, skin scrapings, trichograms, or hair sampling. Cultures, if necessary, aspirated biopsies for any lumps or bumps that you see, although these are not very common. We'll go through several samples of ears. This is a table of lesions of the pinna, such as a comedone. We know that's usually correlated with demodex, but you can have it also in hyperadenocorticism, hypothyroidism, dermatophytosis, or fungal infections. What do you need to do? Biopsy, skin scrapes, culture, trichogram. Crusting and scaling, cytology. We will discuss cytology later. Deep skin scrape, fungal culture. You can have demodex, again, dermatophytes, malassezia, sarcoptes. Nodules and plaques, neoplasia, hypoplastic disease. Papules and pustules, these are usually infections. And ulcers, contact allergies, immune-mediated diseases. So we have quite a list of different possible differentials. Okay, so our favorite topic, ears, ears, and ears. How many of you see, let's say, between 3 to 5 ears a day? Raising your hands, please. At least the ones I can see. Okay, so there are a lot of ears, really. I mean, like I said, if I knew I was going to look at a lot of ears, I probably would have made this into a specialty. Anyway, so this is a semi-normal pinna. I say semi-normal because we can see some discharges here. The pinna, in this case, is inflamed. You have crusting and scaling all around the edges, and you can even see discharges on the hair. Okay, so this is a pinna that looks that's lichenified, pigmented with scaling, and I didn't get it very nicely, but I would say there is almost no entrance into the into the vertical canal. This one, you can still see a bit of an entrance, but you can see inflammation all around. Okay? As they say, you can smell an ear infection the moment it walks through your door. Okay? Here, a little bit less. This is the other ear of that previous one, but you can see moisture around this line, pigmentation. Okay? This is a tiny polyp, or actually, I believe this would turn out to be more like a papilloma or a wart along the ear. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get pictures of ears with larger polyps on the outside. This is a very hairy ear, and after you pluck it, this is what you get. So a lot of things hide underneath. Okay? So, is everybody still enjoying their lunch or dessert? Now, looking at the canals, you have to hold the pet in a certain way so that it does not injure itself. You can have a technician hold the muzzle of the dog with the head level. You don't want the head pointing up because it will destroy your orientation. The otoscope is placed in the intertragic notch. So I hope everybody remembers the intertragic notch. If not, just put your fingers in here. If you can see the thing. This. Here. Okay? And then you go down. If, well, you'll see it a little while ago. As you go down, at the junction of the horizontal and vertical canals, there is that little projection coming from the dorsal part of the canal. They have two names for it. One is called the auditory projection, and then another article that I said, they call it Noxon's Ridge. Dr. Noxon is a well-known dermatologist. I think he's still alive, but they decided to name it after him anyway. You do not want, if you're an inflamed ear, you do not want to hit that ridge because it will be painful. So you avoid it. And how do you avoid it? If you imagine this, you pull the pinna out laterally. In short, you pull it up and outwards. That means you are lifting the ridge out of the way of your cone, and then your cone dives underneath. It will cause it as you go underneath the ridge, it will put a little pressure on it, but that's not as painful as you keep on hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. Okay? And you look inside the ear canal, you check for swelling, stenosis, discharges, parasites, other growths. In children, you check for micro machines, you check for little beads, and everything else that you can find that children like to put in their ears. So, let's see, this is a video. Aha! Okay, so I think I turned the audio out again, but if we play it, there, I have audio. Oh, it's in slow-mo. So the audio is faster than the video. Okay. I'm going to turn the audio off and we'll replay it. Are we still on?
Yes.
Is that okay? Oh, I'm moving. Wow. Hello. Okay, why was I moved? Let's go back. Okay, let's forward. For some reason, the audio is playing faster than the video. There we go. So go up and out, then you dive underneath. Ah, see? Did everybody get that? Yes or no? I can't hear anything? I'll play it again. So, intertragic notch. Pull the pinna up and outward. Okay. Go up, outward, and then dive down, and then you have a clear view. Okay? Everybody agree? I don't think I have audio. You have that now? Hello? Okay. Did everybody get that? Yes. Thank you. I need to know. Okay? That's why it's better if I was there. Okay, so this is a view of the same technique, but from inside the ear. So we're going down. We're going down the canal. That's the ridge. So you pull it up, and then you dive down underneath. Then you're able to view deeper into the horizontal canal. Approve. Okay, let's see, what is this one? Again, I think from a different side, but simultaneous. So going through. Excuse the clutter. That's our exam room. So we go down into the canal.